Hi, welcome to the Michigan Conservative Roundtable. I'm Kim. This is TJ to my right, Rick to my left.
Whoop.
My question is our governor, Gretchen, she actually put in place many of Como's nursing home orders as far as putting people in nursing homes with COVID. Except she extended a little longer because Como started saying in about June, we're not going to put COVID in nursing homes any longer. Gretchen Whitmer decided that she would continue this. She even vetoed a legislature that would keep COVID out of our nursing homes. So she has even taken it a step further than what Como did. So we've got some real concerns here. Currently, Peter Lucido, I can't say his name. Peter,
I don't know.
Lucido.
Okay.
In Macomb County, he's the prosecutor. He is actually asking nursing home residents' families that passed away to call him and fill out a form about what happened, because there are some really bad things that happened in our nursing homes during that time. There were hubs set up for COVID patients to go back into nursing homes that were considered hubs. These nursing homes actually were low graded, and rated as having problems, and they were offered money to take these nursing home patients, these COVID patients. So they put them in there, and from all accounts of what we're hearing is that they had a lack of PPE, a lack of training. They did not have the oversight from the state government that they were supposed to have. Their oversight, instead of someone physically going into the nursing homes to check out and make sure things were going right, they emailed or Tiger texted them or called them. No direct oversight of what was really going on in these nursing homes. I can say for a fact, I don't know that I was in a hub, but I was in an assisted living that had problems. They started with one or two, and it went right down the halls.
I know of a couple examples in my own experience. For instance, my wife's father, he passed away in a nursing home, and he was already on his deathbed, but it was found that upon his passing that he had tested positive. The interesting thing with that example is, because of his illness, his infirmities, he wasn't leaving that. He hadn't left that facility in months prior to when COVID broke out. So the point in all of this is, clearly COVID had somehow a method of delivery to get to him, is what I'm in a roundabout way saying. Yeah. So somehow this individual, who had no means of leaving the facility, still contracted it through some sort of delivery. Obviously, it was brought in, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. And that's, I feel like that's being totally glossed over.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah.
It is. And the thing is that we had facilities open where COVID patients could have gone in this area. Cobo Arena, Novi, both had large centers that weren't even used.
Yeah.
Barely. So we had places, but instead she put them in our nursing homes, which I have a real problem with, because like I said, the one that I had, assisted living I went into, they don't have isolation setups like a hospital, okay? They were going in and out of the rooms and hanging their gowns on the outside hall. Well, this is a gown that has been exposed to COVID, and it's in the hall. I watched it go room to room to room. I went in one week, maybe one patient. The next week I went in, there were like 4 patients, because you could tell from the gowns hanging in the door on the wall.
Yeah.
Then it was all the way down the hall and around. So it was spreading. I watched the sadness in the people's face that worked there. Their staff was getting it. It was just rampant. And they didn't have the PPE available to take care of these patients or the facilities to do an isolation. Mm. So they're actually right now, Michigan hasn't released all their information on nursing home deaths.
And there's no one in Michigan either the courage or the leverage to get at that information. It's all being concealed, and that's turning into its own little scandal.
Actually, there is a journalist that is currently suing our governor because of lack of giving information.
They're going to slow walk it, you know,
and the thing is he's saying, you know, hey, these numbers aren't right, because the numbers are of deaths, which it right now says that 33% of our deaths in Michigan were from nursing homes. But that doesn't include the foster cares. No. That doesn't include the senior living facilities. And that doesn't include the assisted livings. And also, I listened to a director of nurses on a show talking the other day, who says that she would put in how many of their residents had passed away from COVID, but the state's figures were about half of that. So they weren't even using the correct figures.
Well, it's all about fudging the numbers.
Yeah. Yep. And the other thing is that if the nursing home sent them to the hospital and they died in the hospital, they weren't included in the nursing home numbers either. Hmm. So probably if they got all those numbers combined, we have a large amount of people in nursing homes and senior facilities that passed away. Here's what makes me mad. She did this, and she had to, in my mind, for political reasons. What did Biden run on? What did she push in the state with Biden? The numbers of COVID, that and power, so that she could hold us down, enact voting by mail.
Yeah.
So this is all politically. She murdered, in my eyes, seniors for political reasons, which makes me furious. You know, the thing is that, like I said, she had the chance, in June, of saying, okay, the bill was introduced to not put COVID in our nursing homes, but to put them in a center of some sort, and she vetoed it. Why would she veto a common sense mandate to me, you know? So, do you guys have any comments? I'm sorry I ranted.
That's all right. No, you're totally fine. The whole thing was weaponized for political reasons. Yep. And this was just one more means to an end as far as achieving their political goals. You know, whether it be fudging the numbers, whether it be hide, you know, like in, you know, and I'm going to go back to the situation I have firsthand knowledge of. You know, my wife's father, he was already on his deathbed, so technically COVID sped up the process of him expiring. And yet it's for political reasons. You know, he's probably included in the figure of death by COVID, and see how bad it is, and this and that, and you know, it's just one more thing to sicken you, really.
The thing is that we can't let this go.
No,
we can't just sit on it and let her have murdered all these people, in my eyes. Mm-hmm. The thing is Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel has been asked to investigate this, and she's sitting on her hands.
Well, she's the right hand of the governor, so yeah, I don't expect much there.
So our voices need to be still heard, and especially on this issue right now, because these people and these elderly shouldn't have died in vain, and she needs to face the consequences of what she has done. Nope. Any comments?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Thanks for hanging in there, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one. Be safe.
Watch your six. And don't tread on me.
And don't tread on me.